And with that, welcome to this video on the I was just going to say ALLOUT channel. That's not called ALLOUT anymore. Welcome to the ALLNERO channel for this video. Yeah, I'm sorry for the tasteless beginning, but I just ate like 5 kilos of chicken wings, it felt like, because I'm so fucking full right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, that was needed kinda a little bit. Why is this video being done? Why do you see this video right now? Well, to be honest, just to, you know, talk a little bit about ALLOUT / ALLNERO and what, you know, what basically is the future now for this channel here a little bit, and also, you know, answering the question on why it took so long. It was kind of, you know, I at the end of ALLOUT, I kind of explained why it took so long, and you know the card changed like I believe 5 times from the end of 2018 until when did I finalize the card? I believe and sometime 2021. There were like other matches that were produced already. You know, for example, the 20-man Rumble match that was build up, that was scratched because pretty much a lot of the people that were in that Rumble at some point were not a part of the show anymore, or you know, they were scratched for other different reasons, so the match needed to be postponed. That doesn't mean that there will not be a Rumble in the future. I'm sure there will be one. I mean, every fucking car show has a Rumble of some sort, so I'm pretty sure you will see one also in with the coming months, years perhaps. So that is not off the table. Yeah, I mean, this video is not scripted at all, so I have to go here with my bullet points. I have 3 bullet points right here. So the one bullet point is what I already kind of mentioned. How long did it take to produce ALLOUT? Well, technically it was 4 years. So we announced the show, I believe, at the end of 2018. I believe that was when we revealed the arena, or it was like early 2019 of, you know, somewhere around that time period. But you know, 4 years kind of, you know, this whole project has been going on for 4 years. And but the show, everything you saw from the first match until like the last match, everything has been in production since like April of 2021. So pretty much 1.5 years it took for that whole show that you saw on December 30th to produce. And the reason for it, why it also took a year, more than a year, to produce that is because work, because real life, because I was a goddamn, how do you say, I pretty much just put that entire show on my back and decided to do every match. And that was like the whole mindset since like September of 2019, when I produced my first Road to ALLOUT, like the first Road to that I did from start to finish, recording it, putting the audio together, and also doing commentary for it. That was like the first one. That was the AC Matt Gray match, if I remember correctly. So since that time period, September of 2019 until December of last year, I was the one who pretty much did all of the main ALLOUT stuff. The World Cup, of course, was produced mostly by Antonio, and I believe Yuri did also a lot of the recording for the ALLOUT World Cup. I don't know if there was any more people. I'm sorry if there were other people as well. Maybe I will put them in the description or in the comment section if someone will remind me who was also a part of that. But yeah, because I pretty much just decided to do this on my own, it took that long, and it was a mistake. In hindsight, it was a fucking mistake, because I'm sure if we had, I decided to have 2 or 3 other people helping me with the show, I'm sure the show could have been out. I mean, the first release date was in January of 2019. That was the first release date with a whole different card at the time. But yeah, then it was, like I said, another nearly 4 years before the show came out. So what can you do? Yeah. How long did it take to produce All Out? Yeah, I kind of explained it now. And why did it take 4 years to bring this event out? Like I said, a lot of stuff that happened during this time there were a lot changed also in my private life. So, you know, there were just months, there were weeks and months where I just didn't have the time to think about the project. There were even times when I was thinking about maybe quitting it, because I was like, there's no time for it anymore. There were times where I was just thinking about maybe I should just record matches in one session and just upload them like that. But then I was like, you hyped this event up for such a long time, you can't just upload now a match that you just recorded from one sitting. You know, that would be anticlimactic in a way. So I bit in the sour apple and decided step by step to do the show, you know, whenever I had free time and when I had nothing better, when I didn't have other stuff to do, I did All Out stuff day by day. Sometimes there were weeks where I didn't do stuff, like I said, but yeah, that's why it took so long. Another bullet point is, what were the original plans? So the first All Out card, if I remember correctly, there was a 6-man battle royal instead of a 20-man rumble. In hindsight, I should have stayed the way that match was. I shouldn't have changed it to more competitors than 6, and you know, that I think that would have been enough. But I think the winner was getting a match on the All Out card originally, which I didn't quite understood. I don't know who came up with it, but the winner would get become a part of a tag team match. And I believe one team was James Mendoza and someone else who I forgot, versus Jimmy Kane, and I believe the winner of the Battle Royal. Yeah, that was one match. The original main event was supposed to be the Hunter family, who later on then became the family, versus, I believe, Crisis, Antonio Stark. Hold on, wasn't Jimmy in that match? No, someone else, and Octo. Yeah, I think Jimmy wasn't Jimmy in the tag match? I forgot. But it definitely was an 8-man main event for the first All Out show. And then over time, you know, it changed. Then it was Crisis versus Stark at some point. Then that got thrown out. Then we got Stark versus Sean Nova. I had a match originally against Nero. That was originally the plan for the All Out show after the 8-man fell apart. And I believe the family members were originally supposed to wrestle each other on that show in the triple threat. And then they were supposed to wrestle the Martial Weapons 1 year later when I took over. And that fell through. And, well, eventually it turned to the family and Nero taking over the fucking company and renaming it All Nero. So, in hindsight, it worked out for them, you know? It didn't matter if it was the 8-man main event, a freeway against themselves, which, you know, I don't know if that was, if that would have been satisfying enough. I guess the way All Out ended was satisfying for the three guys, and adding Nero to the entire picture, and yeah, now entering a new entire chapter of this promotion. What other original plans? Well, AK was Gorn, that was scratched, pretty much because I believe Alex King has left the community. And I felt like, you know, I felt like a open challenge is always nice to see for the All Out show, so I changed it to that. And, you know, I really like producing the Gore and JJ Strife match. That was just totally different from every other match on the show. Just two big men going at each other, just beating the absolute shit out of each other. That was literally, I believe, the most fun I had while recording All Out. That's for sure. Yeah, that would be that bullet point. And my last bullet point here is, what is the future for ALLNERO? So, to clear some things up here, I am currently not anymore a part of All Out. Like I'm semi still in the production or the booking team, even though I have not been involved in anything the booking has been doing for the past 3 months. That has been overtaken now by actually the ones that burnt the fucking ring down at the All Out show. So pretty much the family members. Antonio is still a part doing it. Yuri is doing most of the recording, I believe. So that is pretty much the new crew. I believe they will do a fine job with it, you know. First Ignite show was pretty damn good. Already has like, I believe, 230 views, I believe. Should I check that very quickly? Let's close all these porn sites. 224 views after a month. That's pretty damn impressive. Of All Out Ignite episode 1, the beginning. If you haven't watched that, if you have 1 hour and 33 minutes of your time, definitely worthy to check that episode out. And I heard that episode 2 is also, I believe, in the works, so that should come out here in maybe the next couple of months. And yeah, one match, that was the Blood for Blood match, which turned out pretty good, which I absolutely loved in the end when I watched the finished product. But I can tell you that the recording of that match was kind of a pain in the ass, because in a way I'm I wouldn't say perfectionist, but I am a little bit, I want it to be as good as I can, you know. I'm not the best producer of call matches. I'm not the best in, you know, producing cinematic matches like that. But I tried it as best I could, you know. That was my goal, to make it as good as I can. And you know, a lot of people liked it, so that's good. Taylor even said that this shit is why he misses call so much. So maybe I brought someone back into the call world. I don't know. With that goofy ass match. Yeah, but that is that is the reason why I'm now pretty much out of call a little bit, because it was just too much in the end. Maybe, like I said, if we can put a new group together like it already has been done, maybe at some point I will rejoin it. We'll see. But at this point, it's in good hands, and I'm sure they will do a good job with it. And so yeah, that was it. That's the video. You know, just wanted to do this, like I said, without a script, just shooting straight from the hip, and letting you guys in on what's been going on for the past couple of months. And I can tell you that the future for this show looks pretty damn good, and it's in good hands. So I'm sure you will enjoy more ALLNERO content within the next couple of months here. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening, and yeah, be nice to each other. Don't burn rings down, please. And until next time.